is happiness success? Hello, good morning, and welcome to your second podcast. I'm your host, Ayoma Ukwen. Thank you for joining us again this Saturday as we discuss a wonderful topic with my guest.
We got your David in a little.
When we talk about the word success, everybody has his own definition from personal perspective to ideologies to definitions in the dictionary. So, Mr. David, what do you think success is?
Success. Success, according to the English dictionary, is defined as achieving one's aim or goal. That's success.
Okay. So, how can, and then what about happiness? We're discussing two paramount subjects here success and happiness.
Happiness should be that sense of fulfillment, like when you're satisfied with what you've done. I think that's happiness.
Sure, sure. Yeah, a lot of people in the world today are rich, are famous. Some people want to win the World Cup, some people want to become world champions in various fields in life. But then the question lies is, after that, do you feel fulfilled in it? That is my biggest challenge. So you have shared your definition of success to us. Can you tell us one personal experience that made you have come to realize about this success and happiness and how the two relate?
Okay, let me not go far. Let me state a recent
Okay.
example. Recently, my results have not been too good, but after we went for IT, we came back. We did IT defense, which I wasn't sure I even did well that day. But my aim was having a good result after the defense. So after it, when the result came out, I saw I had aimed. There's this sense of fulfillment. I was so happy with myself, and that was success to me. That was the definition of success to me, because I set out to achieve an aim, to achieve a goal, and at the end, I achieved it. That's success. That's happiness, and I was happy.
Okay, tell me, at that point that you were happy, sometimes you may be happy and then if you come to sit and think, you'll be like, is that it? Is that the end? Or is there, you see, that's first success. First success in hand. Another time, there's something more, you keep on wanting to achieve more. You keep on wanting to achieve more. So, after the IT defense and everything, your result got better. You still have a desire to.
Yes, definitely.
You see, that's one of the biggest challenges we have in our present dispensation. That people have so much lost that they put success and happiness as relatable terms. But then we have to understand that these two are not as relatable as we think they are. So going to the next question now, you have talked about your result and everything. How would you relate with you and success? Definitely in primary school. Tell us your experience in primary school when it comes to success and how. Because you must have an experience about your result and everything.
In my primary school, I think I was an undisputed champion.
Okay.
Every time, I just see one same thing in my result first, and I got used to it until one particular term like that. Unfortunately, I don't know. This needs to come to me. I don't. A few nights before I went for my result, I dreamed that my mom bought me a new bicycle. Then I was just going through them playing with it. Then all of a sudden, somebody came, bullied me, and collected the bicycle. This. Then after I went to collect my result that time, to my greatest surprise, the undefeated champion then, David, came second. I was beat hard. I was like, no, this children something like you feel when you're the head in your class, there's this pride and ego. But then that ego dropped because like from primary one, since I knew I've been first. So but the next step I worked harder and I came out first again. And that sense of happiness returned.
Okay. Sharing from my own experience, when I was in nursery trip, I can remember to be precise, my teacher back then, well, I can't really remember her name, but I remember giving us a simple equation. She drew, that time they don't use numbers, they draw fruits and then they join them together to give you a certain number. And then she was like 2 banana plus 3 banana. Let me even shock you. Fact is, I didn't even know the answer. Yes, that's the most surprising thing. I don't know the answer. And she stopped me from going from break. You know what break means to somebody that is in primary school? It's like his whole world depends on it. Yeah. So at that point, I couldn't have the chance to go for break. I stayed back in class. I had to sit down to think how will I get the answer. And then After thinking for so long, I discovered the answer is 5. And after writing it, I think it's that begins my change.
Wait,
When
wait, can I ask a question?
yeah,
After achieving that aim, were
yeah,
you happy?
I was happy.
Was that success to you?
It was success.
That's
But
wonderful.
as it goes on, before everything, there was something she said. Like she said, you have a big head. I don't doubt it. I have a big head, not have something in it. And that was really one of the most challenging moments. Having somebody to talk to you like that,
Yeah.
and then it made me look as if I was a loser at some point. I was a loser at some point because she could not give me the broad idea of what success is like. So it's, to her now, a definition of success is when I don't know 2 banana plus 3 banana, I'm not a success. But I turned the story around when the next term, I think things got better. But even to be precise, when I first got to primary school, the crèche classes, I remember my first time primary school, I took first. The second time I took position 20. And then when I got back home, my mom was like, how do you come first from first to 20? I told her they brought a guy from the new school, and then the guy came and beat me. And then it was funny, the next time it was 19, 18,
Oh, you're
17.
coming
I was, yes. And then coming to primary one, everything changed. Okay, that's when I said taking position 6 and the rest. So when I took that position 6, to me, I began to taste the tool of success. But coming to primary 3, third time was when I took my first 3 position in the class, that's third. And then I feel that I could do more. So when I got to primary 4, I decided to do more hard work, more studies, and to my primary 6, I've been the head in the class. And then even in my secondary school, it was the same scenario. But at some point, I began to feel lost in it because I always want more, 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 but I can't even fathom what that more is. So I've just come to realize. I don't know if if you have come to think about this. A lot of successful people that we have in the world, they still have this feeling for more. Somebody can win a Grammy and they still want more Grammys because it's not because the world have tried to link success to happiness, of which it doesn't work like that. Somebody can be happy and it's not successful. Okay, let me paint a scenario. Just imagine this. Okay, somebody that you save, you want to marry a lady. I save up to $1 million or $1 million. Let's use our currency here. Save up to $1 million to get married to her, and then when you got that $1 million, your own aim now is to get $1 million success. And then if you get married to her, that's happiness. The moment then after getting everything, you discover she's married to somebody. You have lost that happiness, though you are successful, but the happiness is no longer because the aim you drive to achieve at it is not really accomplished. So I know that a lot of us are trying to see that life is better for us and to interrelate success and happiness together to see how these two can brighten and better our life together. So have you ever, I don't know if you ever have a moment in your life where you feel as if success and happiness are very unrelated things?
Okay. I think when you're mentioning success, I think you are tying success to having money and being comfortable. I think that's what you are like. Many people. That's like when I posted this on my status. There, one girl she entered my DM. She said she was tying success to money and this thing. But that's how you see it. But from one perspective, I see success in the most littlest thing possible. Like maybe I woke up this morning, I say, okay, I'm going to sweep and mop my room. Then I'm done. I feel happy. My room is neat, my room is clean. I lie down, I play my music, I watch my movie, I chat on WhatsApp. There's this sense of fulfillment, this sense of achievement to me. To me, that's success. And yes, you say men, when humans, they are greedy by nature. Yes, after one success, you see how success is sweet. You see how happy it makes you. You see that dopamine burst in your brain. You want more success. You want more success because you feel success gives you happiness. That's it. So I don't necessarily see this success tied with having a lot of money or marrying the girl of your dream or maybe winning the World Cup or maybe Super Bowl or something like that. I see success in the littlest thing possible. Maybe I've been dying to have one headphone like that. I saved up. Finally, I bought the headphone. That's success to me. I set that aim, I set that goal, and I achieved it. That's success. That's how I see success.
Okay. I don't know if sometimes you achieve a goal. We are talking about headphone now. Imagine you got the headphone and then 2 weeks, let's say the next day, a new brand came out that sounds madder and better than this one that you bought.
Then you set another goal of achieving that better and madder headphone.
See, coming from that perspective now, I think that's where a lot of people in the world are lost. Containment, a lot of people are not contented with their present state. Everything is a process. You have to trust the process, the time, and how things work out for you. The way it work out for you may be different from the way it work out to another different person.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
if somebody can tie his happiness to money, I think your own happiness cannot be tied to money. It can be tied to the cycle of people that you have,
Yeah,
your
that's true.
friends and whatever.
Mm.
Coming to the university now, and how you got the admission and all. Definitely, there was a point. It was the course you are reading now. It's not what you apply, right?
Definitely.
But at some point, when the admission was not forthcoming, you were like, just give me anything. Just give me. The university can just give me anything. I just want to be in the university.
Exactly.
See, at that moment now, at all means, you just want that taste of success. As you say, you just see dopamine. And the moment you have that little taste of dopamine, you keep wanting more and just have it more. So when you get into the university and then it's not that thing that you desire to study and then it's what you are doing, it creates something in you again. I still want to pursue that which I want to go. And that reminds me when we were in 100 level, a lot of us from the Department of Human Anatomy, that was not the course we really applied. We applied to study medicine, and then as God will do it, we all landed in anatomy. And then before we got to 200 level, I remember a lecturer saying, you can change, you can change, you can change. And since everybody a lot of people have lost that passion because they discovered that what they really want has their own happiness. It's not really the drive.
Yeah.
What they have now is a blessing in disguise. So, so we should try to understand that our success should not be tied to reaching a certain level in life. You can be at the present place that you are today and be happy wherever you are. One of the things that surround happiness is not the money, it's not the cars, it's not the achievement, because you can keep on becoming the head, and then. I remember a story of a millionaire I read from California who was dying of colon cancer, and the last word he said in the hospital is his biggest regret was spending his whole life making money and then not enjoying it. So just imagine. And I don't know if you have heard of people like a lot of these billionaires. I read a story a few weeks back about this neurosurgeon in India. He was so successful that at some point, his daughter now, I don't know. You see, that's why I say success is not tied to happiness. His daughter now feels so down and devastated by life. Nobody knows what happened, but she just woke up one morning and then she was looking all moody. In the evening, I think later in the afternoon or evening, getting the evening, she told her brother that she'd take care. So he was like, it's a normal thing now when your sister is going out. And then she went to the mall. The CCTV camera caught her, she was strolling about. And then the next thing, she went to I think one of the highest floor in the mall, and then she jumped. So there's something is missing. So beyond that success that we think is a drive to happiness, there's something. Man is always in quest for more. So in your journey now, as I've said, from your primary school where you have talked about your first position and then to your university, not getting what you want and just getting the admission. You must have learned some vital lessons and wisdom from all these things that you have gone through. So I don't know if from all these years, if you have any wisdom that you have learned about this success and its relativeness to happiness.
Okay, I think we can find happiness in just doing what you love doing. So now I wanted medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't get the medicine. Does that mean I'm not happy with anatomy? If I wasn't happy with anatomy, then I should have changed, isn't it?
Sure.
But medicine was the goal. I didn't achieve it. Yes, I wasn't happy for some time. But after staying in anatomy, after discovering how complex, like the mode of dissertation, exploring the beauty of human complexity. After seeing the beauty in human complexity, I fell in love with the course, and I felt like this course was actually something that makes me happy doing it. And I don't know if I settled for it. I want to do it. So I still see the anatomy as a success. Like the aim actually was, some people have passion for MBBS and they want to just MBBS or nothing. MBBS or nothing is get by. Their happiness is tied to MBBS. So when they achieve the MBBS, it's success to them. Like there are some people like us that yes, actually we want it, but not like our happiness is tied to it. We find happiness in the littlest thing possible you get by. Maybe just spending a few times with some people you regard as family and friends. That makes you happy, isn't it? So I think that's it. I think when you feel like you are happy with this, you are happy with this, you're happy with what you're doing, I think that should be success. That's what I'm trying to say now. Like the MBBS, the anatomy, the physiotherapy, the MLS doesn't really matter. As long as you're doing this course and you feel like there's happiness and you're doing your best at it and you're getting your best, then I think that should be success. I think that should be success to me.
Okay, just to ask again, then how you were able to achieve this? Possibly you have some practical steps or ways you were able to come to achieving and being contented with your present disposition right now. I don't know if you can share those practices. Maybe you have an activity you didn't even play basketball to just part of time to clear out these thoughts of feeling unhappy in you when you are not. I don't know, but if you could understand my question, I talking about the success of a lot of people that are very happy today are not the rich. Okay, you can discover that a millionaire is still wanting more, not just the money. He goes for yoga. Okay, he begins to tie his happiness to religious things and other stuff. So I don't know if you personally have your own practices that you use that have keep you in a place of happiness and your state of success at this moment. What is that thing that activity?
Me basically just spending time with family and loved ones and friends. That's just what I find happiness in. Just spending some quality time with friends, family. I feel happy doing it.
Yeah. There's a changing norm now in this world that a lot of people like it looks as if it's tied to social media. The more the likes and the comments, the more happy the person is.
To them, that's success.
That's success. And a particular challenge may come out. They rush and do it on TikTok, on wherever the challenges are. I remember the year 2020 when they were doing the silhouette challenge. I don't know if you can remember vividly that almost everybody was going to do that challenge because the world definition of success changed over time. It's now tied to the social world. And I don't know, what do you think is the future of success and happiness with this changing landscape in the social media?
Okay, let me go back to the MBBS anatomy story. First of all, I thought maybe let's say because of some people in the family they put that desire in you. So I thought maybe MBBS would make me happy in the future. Maybe becoming a doctor, becoming a surgeon by God's grace, having this stethoscope in my neck with my white lab coats, seeing family, treating them, seeing them happy. I thought that would give me happiness. But with time I discovered that I don't want to spend 9 to 12 years of my life in school trying to achieve that aim and living with an average salary maybe of say let's say 250, 200k. That won't make me happy in the future. So I noticed that okay with anatomy too, and also basically let's say even anatomy, the average salary let's say 180, 200 also will not make me happy. You get back. So I noticed that the MBBS anatomy just same thing. So I wanted okay, let me just get this degree done and push forward with something. That's why I say the anatomy and the MBBS are the same thing. I just settled for the anatomy and I was, let's say, happy with the anatomy. But after the anatomy, I wouldn't say, there's a goal I already have. That's what will bring me happiness in the future. There's something I'm working towards, and maybe achieving that aim sometime in the future will definitely make me happy.
And also now, in our present society right now, I was just surfing through TikTok yesterday, and as you said, so a lot of you were talking to somebody online, the person was talking about success through money, and then I came across a video that said, I think a guy he was trying to talk to a lady, and then she's like, any guy will get money, I don't know how she put it, but she's trying to refer to a feminine gender. It's no longer the masculine. So because to her now, as I've checked the changing narrative, the definition of success, because of what people have seen on social media, somebody flaunting money, spraying and all.
And do you know the funny thing, man? Most people, their happiness is tied to money, and that's success. When they have money, they think, and that's people that have a lot of money, they're happy with it. You get back, that's success to them. So maybe that's where our own happiness is tied, maybe to the money aspect. But genuinely, when you are speaking with from a human point of view, I don't think your happiness should be tied to money.
Yeah. So, it's not just money now. If you don't get a car, you are not a man. And then it looks as if you are a failure. So do you think having car should be what people should see as success?
I think when I was growing up, the plan I had for my life was finish with school, marry, have car, have children. That's growing up when you're small. You think that's happiness. You think that's success. In fact, some of your uncles that don't have car and another uncle that have car, you see that uncle with cars doing as more successful than that. You will not know. You just feel like yes. But sometimes you don't even know how people get that car. Some of them they go through a lot of loan, a lot of this, a lot of that to get that car. They can't even sleep at night. You get that, and they won't be maybe getting the car eventually. They won't be happy. Yes, they have the car. Maybe they have Lexus, something like that. But you know how you got it. You know you got it with a lot of loan behind you, and you can't even sleep. Deep down, you're not happy. Yes, the car is there, but you're not happy. I don't see that as success. Maybe your girlfriend before you're planning marriage, she wants this big, maybe she's the only daughter or something like only child, she wants this big wedding top of the town. They are family with. At the end of the day, you went about borrowing money, and yes, you guys are married, but there's still a lot of loan you guys are planning to repay. In that marriage, maybe finally you get to repay, but the first few months in that marriage, when you have not paid the loan, you won't be happy. So you can't even sleep at night, be depressed, and that's not happiness to me. That is not happiness to me. Yes, some people see that as happiness, but if you must get it, there must be a feasible plan. And when you achieve that plan, logically and as in legitimately, there's happiness attached to that. Yes, there's happiness. You'll be happy yes, you've attached to that plan. Yeah, you've achieved that plan. But once you got it through some means that, like debt and all these things, you can't sleep at night, and that's not success. Yes, the success, if you are looking for success should be pure and unadulterated. That's success.
Yeah, talking about this success, I just remember a story of one of these biggest drug lords in history, El Chapo. Was that something Guzman from Mexico, and according to the documentary I watched, he rarely sleeps for more than 3 to 4 hours. He doesn't even spend 24 hours in a particular location. Imagine with all the money he has and everything. So like you said now, having it legitimately, even if he has it legitimately, he can be living fine and well.
And I'm very sure that at that point he can kill to have just 12 hours in one location, just 12 hours of peace.
Yes.
You get now having all this money, and he was famous definitely. Having all this fame, people see that as success. But having all this money, having all this fame, and you can't even stay in one location for 12 hours, that's not success. You won't be happy. There's no happiness attached to that kind of success.
Yeah, he has been on the run, and then one time he was caught. He's able to break out from prison on the run again till he was caught some years back, and right now he's in prison. So you see, not getting it from the right source, you will not be happy. You won't find that happiness you thought you had. Maybe in the first instance, when you start having the money from the drug business or whatever he
He
started,
was happy.
he was happy. But then there's always a quest for more. If I
Yes.
have more money, I have more gang and all these things. So you see, be somebody. If you are tying your happiness to a particular thing, try to do it legibly.
Exactly.
It's very important. Having something done legibly is far better. In fact, there's this scripture that says, "Godliness with contentment is a great gain," of which a lot of people are not contented. And being contented with what you have at this point in time, if you are a youth and you don't have up to $1 million in your life, right? $1 million naira, or even up to 100K in your account, don't panic. Everybody have his own set time. So when you see, don't try to tie your happiness to the money or whatever you have achieved. Don't tie. Beyond that, there's something. You know, there's always a deposit in man. There's this book that I read by Miles Monroe talking about purpose driven. It's about purpose. It's like to every creation, the creator has a purpose for it. So when you tie your happiness to money, you were not created for money. There's something inside you that has been in depth deposited by your maker, who he knows the purpose why he put it in there. Because out of that you can drive your own joy. And if I were to go further into the scripture, you know, there's this place in the book of Psalm that the Bible says even the angels are like, what is man that this man is mindful of? So there's something deep inside of you. You just have to go on a personal self-discovery journey to find out what is it that is inside of me. Because that is where you find your happiness. Your happiness is not tied to having a lot of materialistic thing, you know, and all. So David, now I just have a very logical question. If you had to choose between the two of these now, between success and happiness, which one are you going for?
Success or happiness?
Yes.
I'll go for happiness any day.
Any day. Yeah. You know, that's a wise choice. The reason why I ask this question is, I don't know if Juice WRLD, Juice WRLD died some years back, and then that artist. And what killed him, they said it was drug overdose.
Yeah.
And then there are some people that they want to be successful, but beyond the success, there's still something missing. That happiness, it looks as if they have lost all their happiness. They have traded their happiness for success. So they are trying a way to get back their happiness, and then find people going into drugs and other social vices. And drugs and other social vices. I was doing a research some times back, and I discovered that some of these actors that I was screen that we watch, a lot of them are going through depression. And I always wonder, why are they depressed with all the money, with all the fame, the Oscar awards, the Grammys for the artists and everything, and then you are still feeling low with all the $1 million in your account. So that's when I come to the thought and ask myself the question: is success happiness, or is happiness success, or is there something more?
Okay, so it's like I'm beginning to get something here.
Yeah.
Like when you've been successful in one street, that's the success you mean now.
Yeah.
Like being successful in one street. Okay. Yes, definitely. I'll choose happiness over being successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because actually, as I was saying, there's a lot of these famous people. They are very successful, but they are not happy. Like recently, this One Direction guy that died recently.
Okay.
What was his name? Is it Liam? Yes, Liam Payne. He died recently in Argentina or Colombia. Yeah, he was very, very successful and all those things. I don't think that should be suicide. I don't think if he was found dead in Sotel. So sometimes I wonder what this guy he was. So you have money. Then I remember during that One Direction era, that 2010, 2015 time. Then everybody was like, I was big to them, but best song ever. All this their song was everywhere. Girls was like killing for them and all these things. But with that, there's still this happiness they tend to look for. Let's look at Justin Bieber. Yes, he was famous then. He was dating Selena Gomez then. He had everything at his disposal. Everything. But still, at a point he was doing drugs. I don't know, maybe because of the fame, and maybe because when you're famous, you just have anybody at your beck and call. Like you feel like you can do everything, and sometimes there's no happiness. So you just be looking for happiness in where there's no happiness. So I think in all you're doing, in all you're getting, you should be happy. That's all.
Okay. Now, we have talked about this for about 20 something minutes now. So I don't know. Do you have any book or any resource that you think somebody can go look at when they are trying to find the balance between this success and happiness? I don't know if you have any resource, any book that maybe you have studied over the years that you have come to have a balance between these two that you can recommend for some of the audience watching us at the moment.
Book on happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness moment.
Okay, but you must have come across maybe a certain show or anything that you think you can really look at that can help them in their quest and search for happiness or success.
Okay, I think if you're looking for a book in a search on how to maintain success and happiness, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the Bible will do justice to that. There are just some verses in the Bible that once you just read them, you know that
Find comfort.
yes, you find comfort. You know that this success is just for now. The goal is to be happy. No matter what you do, the goal is to be happy. Even in your little, you should be happy. In your plenty, in your excess, you should be happy. So that's it.
Yeah, talking
I
about
think and there was a time I was then I think there was 2021. Sorry, I was going through, I don't know, just my own personal reading then, and I was good. I titled it Wisdom Series. Then I read the book of Job, I read the book of Proverbs, I read Ecclesiastes. All of them they are wisdom book. And James, and the book of James. All of them I titled the Wisdom Series. I noticed that in everything, wisdom from God is what we need in all these times like this. Yes, you are successful, but there's this sense of happiness you don't have. And you can't just, that's why some people they go into drugs, they feel okay, something is missing. Okay, let me do cocaine. When there's this euphoria you get, there's this happiness you get at that point in time. There's this dopamine rush of dopamine in your brain at that point in time. You think that's happiness. But in the long run, you notice that the side effect is more than what you are getting. So you notice that that's not real happiness. So you crave real happiness. That's when you go to God. Then you notice even spending quality time with God also gives happiness to some people. And but to me also, and some people also spending quality time with their family. You just need to search inner, deeper within to get that happiness.
So, as we're talking about the Bible, I just remembered something when I was in the Sunday school classes that we learned a scripture that King David was like, Lord, don't give me too little that I will despise you. Don't give me too much that I will forget about you. You know, so the more you have, the more you forget about your excess of creation. The little you have regret for your own time being here on earth. So no matter how it is, just be contented with your present state of being. Just work hard. When you reach that point that you're always happy, that can make you happy. Don't exceed for more, because you trade your happiness for something you never wish for. And then never settle for less, because when you settle for less, you become depressed. So today we have talked about success and happiness and how these two are able to relate. It's a very deep question, talking about is success happiness or is happiness success. Today is the first of the series, of which we are going to be having 2 episodes on this, 2 more episodes on this. This is the first episode, and then 2 more to come your way. And Mr. David, we want to say a big thank you for having you join us. Last week you were here, and then having you this week is much more encouraging, because from last week, one of the surprising things from last week, it looks as if everybody was looking at our own perspective of what we are doing so far, and you can't believe the things we are doing right now are being appreciated. People are watching. I don't know, have you met somebody so far, like from last week, who has talked to you about what you did last weekend. Here we are again.
I've met now. I've met like there's this my friend.
Okay.
He sent some snap. He was casting it on his TV at home,
Wow.
and he sent some snap, and he was like, "He's inspiring." I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's good." And I pray today also inspire some people. Like the thing is that yes, being successful in your trade is encouraging. In fact, that's the purpose of that's. I think God had that in mind when He created us. He said that we should go and dominate, isn't it? Now dominating means actually succeeding, isn't it? Now, as much as you want to succeed, remember that there are these core things that gives you happiness. And no matter how you get that money, no matter how you get that fame, no matter how you get that awards, and there's no real happiness there. Now all those things they're just waste. So like I said earlier, in all you're getting, get happiness. Just like the Bible says, wisdom is the best thing. So definitely you're getting, get happiness.
In all your chase, when you seek for happiness, you are aiming for success. That's what we have to say from us at Yes Use Can at this moment in our first episode of the series is success happiness or is happiness success. I remain your host, Tamiron Ukwen, and with me, my guest,
You got your David.
and I just have one message for you. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. And yes, you must. It's all within you. Just search for a drive. There's something always inside of you that is driving you to go for more. Have a nice and a wonderful weekend. Bye.